Have you ever wondered how people get salvaged or wrecked cars back on the road again legally? Well, that's what this episode is all about. I'm going to share all the steps that I had to take to get my GT4 inspected to be used legally on public roads. You may have seen last week that I bought a Salvage title GT4. Now the car has already been fixed, however it's not technically road legal, nor can I get a plate for it until it's turned into a rebuilt title. Now a lot of YouTubers cover fixing rebuilt cars, but they don't often talk about the process for getting that car legally back on the road and all the governmental hoops that you have to jump through. Now keep in mind this process is specific to Ohio, however most states operate generally in the same way. So let's get started. Hello everyone, it is a nice lovely morning here in Ohio in November. Sun is shining. I got up bright and early today because my hopes for today are to get my car from a salvage title to a rebuilt title. The difference there is a car that is a salvage title is basically written off by an insurance company and they say, you know, this car is not safe to drive on the road or something like that. This car, as I mentioned before, was totaled by the insurance company, ton of cosmetic issues and stuff like that, not drivable on the street. It has since been fixed and I need to prove to the state of Ohio that it has been fixed legitimately and safely. So legitimately meaning there were no stolen parts put on this car to fix it. I have receipts for everything. And then safely, it has turn signals and, you know, its overall general condition that's good enough to be driven on the street. It's kind of been this whole rigmarole thing, but hopefully today I'll get the car inspected and I'll be able to officially have it as a rebuilt title and officially be able to drive it on the street because I totally haven't been driving it on the street. But I'm going to go through all that with you guys right now. Here's what you need to do. First of all, since I bought this car out of state, Ohio requires what they call a out-of-state inspection be done on the car before I can transfer the title to my name. To be clear, this is just to transfer the salvage title to my name. All this has to be done before I have to get the car inspected again for the rebuilt title. Confused yet? Yes, I was too. So anyway, this quote, out-of-state inspection is literally you drive up to the BMV, pay them $5, they come out and verify the VIN on your windshield matches the VIN on the title, and you're on your way. It's incredibly dumb, and I'm sure you already thinking like I was, if I can't legally drive the car on the road yet, how do I get there? Yeah, so there's some gray area here, at least in my opinion. After I got the out-of-state inspection, I was able to take that documentation along with the out-of-state title to the title bureau where they transferred it to my name. While I was there, I had to pay $50 to set up a time for the real inspection to be done on my car. Now, of course, the government being the government, the local office was booked through the rest of the year. So the soonest I could get an appointment was 2 weeks away, and I had to drive 200 miles just to get to the inspection station. At this point, the forms do say you can legally drive to and from the inspection station without registration, although it's nerve-wracking driving a car without plates that far. Despite that, somehow I wasn't pulled over. This is where we rejoin the trip to the inspection station. So now I patiently wait for them to inspect the car. From my understanding of what they're doing is not only looking to see if things like the turn signals work and stuff like that, basic safety things, but also that all the parts that you said replaced, you have receipts for, and they're actually doing a visual inspection of the car and those parts, because they're basically looking for discrepancies with the VIN on those parts, because the other biggest concern with salvage cars is stolen parts being put on another car. So that's really a big thing that they're looking for. So, you know, I mentioned that the front end was replaced, so I'm sure they're in there checking the front hood, the bumper, the fenders, and of course I have receipts for those, but they want to verify that, you know, it's not off of another car. And if it is off of another car, you have to have like a notarized document saying that you bought it, you know, say from a junkyard or whatever. They're just worried about people like chopping up cars and, you know, creating a salvage car from a chopped up car. So that's my understanding what's happening, and I'm not sure how long it's going to take, but I'm gonna continue to wait around and hope for the best. The inspection took every bit of 45 minutes. Before handing over the car and the keys, I provided them with all the receipts for the new parts that were put on the car. If I've learned anything from this process, it's that if you're buying a salvage car that's been fixed, make sure you get those receipts. I'm super lucky that the seller had them, because if not, there was no chance I was titling this car. The inspection people are thorough and actually Googled the VIN and saw the before damage, so they knew what to look for as far as new parts. In the last video, some of you were asking who fixed my GT4. Highline Auto Body in Flushing, New York was the shop, and shout out to them for doing an incredible job. The owner Andy takes on projects like this and really brings life back into cars that really deserve it. I passed! Thank God. So relieved to have that done. I mean, I have all my paperwork in order, but it's just, I don't know, you never know what's gonna come up. So I'm super stoked. We have the car, now it's legal. Now I have to take the salvage title along with this inspection report and get the rebuilt title. And guess what? Because of COVID, the BMV is closed. So, not sure when that's gonna happen next, but from the beauty of editing, here it is. The car is now road legal. Make sure you guys are subscribing, because I'm embarking on a cross-country road trip with this car very soon, and you don't want to miss it. As always, thanks for watching, and if you want to get a sneak preview of what's coming up with this car, follow me on Instagram at EatSleepDrive TV. See ya.